Hey there, I'm going to take a video to talk about a relatively new movie series called Towa no Quon, and I absolutely love this. So far we have 2 of the 6 installments subbed, and I believe it's already been licensed in America. Don't hold me to that though. So the second part was just subbed this past weekend, and I thought this would be a really good time to talk about a really awesome movie series that not many people I know have seen. Towa no Quon is a series of 6 films made by Studio Bones. Surprise, the Bones fangirl is making a video about a Bones series, great. It's another one of their takes on the supernatural genre. The story follows the residents of Phantasm Garden in a futuristic Tokyo, mainly the title character, Quon. As the movie starts, there are powers beginning to awaken in these characters. They're like unique superpowers, and these people are known as attractors, and Quon wants to basically save them all and help them understand and control their new powers because they're being hunted by a group named Kestos. I can't really say too much about the plot without giving everything away, so I'm just going to leave it there. As of yet, we haven't really gotten many hints of where this series is going. There have been a couple, but I can't see that being the ultimate goal. The thing is, I can't tell where it's going. It could go anywhere. I genuinely don't know. As I've mentioned, Quon is the main character. He's a complete idealist. He's constantly fighting the thought of not being able to save and help everyone who has gained these new powers. And that kind of makes for interesting conflict within the group at the garden. For example, another character called Takao, I think, is just constantly telling him that it's impossible and he can't do it, he can't save them all, and refuses to help him because someone's going to get hurt at the end of it. And it's really interesting to sort of see the difference of opinions. The special powers that I mentioned before seem to have a huge range. It's a bit like Heroes in that respect, because anything could happen. They could just introduce a character to make said thing happen. For example, they have communicating with animals, super speed, regenerating, healing, teleportation, everything, and I think that makes for interesting watching. The animation is absolutely stunning in parts. I found that the action scenes just flowed really well. One quick scene, I remember it lasted for all of about 5 seconds, but it's really stuck with me, was where Quon was stood on the roof and it did a pan of the city and it just looked absolutely phenomenal. I've never seen anything that amazing looking in an anime. The art style is really crisp and nice to look at. Bones sometimes for me misses the mark with face shapes. For example, I've just started watching a series called Zammed Lost Memories, and I don't like the characters' face shapes in this basically. It reminds me of Eureka 7. But the characters in this have great design. The OST is okay. I don't really pay attention to it because there's a lot of stuff going off all the time in this show and that takes my main focus. But the bits that don't have a lot going off don't seem to have much of a soundtrack. Like there'll be a jingle or something in the background, but no real proper music. So some of the more light-hearted scenes seem like they lack a little bit of depth. But the voice acting is fantastic. Hiroshi Kamiya voices Quon, and I guarantee you will have heard this guy in something at some point, especially if you like Shaft. He was Araragi in Bakemonogatari, he was Ko in Arakawa Under the Bridge, he was Toshiki Sensei in Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei, he was Izaya in Durarara. No, that's not Shaft, but it's mentionable. He's just a really good voice actor. And not only that, we also have Saori Hayami, who is a phenomenal voice actress and annoyingly younger than me. So I guess if I was to compare this to other Bones series, it's kind of easy to do because you can see the influence from a lot of different Bones shows. I feel like it takes the action scenes from Darker Than Black, the animation from Star Driver, and the story elements from Zammed Lost Memories. Well, I love Star Driver. Star Driver is one of my favourite shows. I love Darker Than Black and I'm really enjoying Zammed so far. So it's a really good combination for me, and I think it's an accumulation of the best parts of all of those series. So far, these have been around 45 minutes long each, and I don't think I could actually recommend these 2 films enough. They're told really well directed, well animated, and I can't think of a reason for people not to try it out at the very least. Towa no Quon, go and check it out. I'll put a link down there to the first film. There's very little information on it on the My Anime List page. I'm going to make a point now. It's October, which means next month is November, and December comes afterwards. But basically there's something that I do, or I have done every November for the past 4 years I think. I do something called NaNoWriMo, and this is my notebook for this year, with all my ideas for my next story in it. I don't know if you know what NaNoWriMo is, but it's National Novel Writing Month, so I'm kind of regretting picking up as many shows as I have because I've got to write a 50,000 word novel in a month. Yep, that's happened. I don't know if anyone else has heard of NaNoWriMo before, but if you have, are you doing it? A pre-warning, I guess, that I'm going to be behind on anime and I'm not going to make many videos next month because NaNoWriMo is pretty important. There's a blank. Making notes. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I just wanted to give you the warning that I'm going to be a bit crap with videos next month. Sorry in advance. Thank you for watching. Check out Towa Quon, it was awesome. And if you do, let's have a conversation about it down below. And I will see you next time.